Yes, let's start today's session. So this is the second session of DJANGO REST API FLASK framework sessions. In the last lecture, we were discuss about what is DJANGO and what is MVT pattern, front-end and back-end applications, and history of DJANGO and most popular websites which they are using DJANGO framework with Python. We were discussing in the last lecture. So DJANGO is completely web application framework which can be used to design and develop web applications. So this is completely Python based web framework, sir. So Python based web framework. So that's what to learn DJANGO, you must and should aware fundamental concepts of Python. So otherwise, it is difficult to handle with DJANGO. And fundamental concept means at least basics of Python programming languages like data structures, control flow statements, hooks, basics, functions, modules like that. So DJANGO is completely based on MVT pattern model view template, which we discussed in the last lecture. And those who are new to this session, I recommend to watch my first video recording session of DJANGO in YouTube channel, DURGASOFT YouTube channel. So they have uploaded, you can watch it so that it will be clear. And in today's session, I'm going to discuss about what is web application. What is web application? Web application means the application which will provide services over the web is called web application. Okay. So web application means the application which will provide services over the web. The application which will provide the services over the web is called web application. But in web application development, every web application developer must and should aware of these technical terms like what is web page, what is website, and what is web browser, and what is web server. This must web server. So we need to understand this, what is web page, website, web browser, as well as web server. So web page is nothing but what information towards the end user or client. Information towards the end user or client is called web page. Generally, when we visit any website, so we are the end users or clients who access the website content. So we are going to see onto the screen some information, that information related to what end user or client or customer, that is called web page. Generally, web pages can be of two types. One is static web page, and next one is dynamic web page. Static web page, next one is dynamic web page. Static web page means non-interaction pages are called static pages. Non-interaction pages. What are the non-interaction pages? Like about us, contact us, this kind of web pages are called non-interaction pages, static web pages. Dynamic pages means what? User interaction pages. User interaction pages are called dynamic web page, like login form or login page. Okay, registration form or sign up form, register form. This is called dynamic web pages because user can interact with these pages by entering some values. So that is not user interaction page, like dynamic content. So using HTML, we can prepare static web pages. Along with HTML and JavaScript, we can go with dynamic pages actually. So what is websites? It is very simple. Website is a collection of web pages or group of web pages. Collection of web pages or group of web pages. So in our DJANGO web application also, one web application may have multiple web pages. We can able to navigate from one page to another page, or else we can able to redirect from one page to another page. And to manage web page or website, compulsory what is required, web browser is required. So what is web browser? Web browser is a software which is used to manage. Web browser is a software which is used to manage. Web browser is a software which is used to manage different types of web pages. Different types of web pages actually. So web browser software. What software like Google Chrome, Mozilla, Internet Explorer, Opera, so many, Microsoft Edge. Any browser we can use, sir. Without browser software, no web page can be managed. Normally, if you want to open any website or web page, we use browser software, So that browser software is must. So web browser is a software which is used to manage different types of web pages. Next, what is web server? Web server is very, very important in DJANGO point of view, because I said that DJANGO is completely client server architecture based. Client means who is sending request to the server. Server means who will receive the client request and process and deliver the response to the client. So web server is also a software, sir. Web server is also a software which is used to manage different types of websites. Different types of what? Websites actually. Web server is a software which is used to manage different types of websites. Multiple websites can be managed by web server only. So what is web server in DJANGO development means? DJANGO web development server only. Server is automatically integrated in DJANGO. So these technical terms you must and should aware in DJANGO, sir. So web application development, every web developer must and should aware about what is web page, website, web browser, web server. So this is web application framework completely, and it is completely designed and implemented based on MVT pattern model view template. Model means data access layer, which represent database, that is MySQL or SQLite3. View is nothing but Python logic, business access layer. Template is nothing but UI, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, all. Okay. Now, I would like to discuss a basic features of DJANGO now. After that basic features, then we will start installation process of DJANGO setup completely. So how to do the installation procedure and what are the steps are involved, step by step, we will discuss in detail. So what are the basic features of DJANGO, sir? I'll write the basic feature here. So features of DJANGO. Features of DJANGO. So I'll write the features here and I'll explain one by one. One is for sure that rapid application development possible here. Rapid application development. Second one is secure. Yes, DJANGO will provide security for our code. Scalable. Next, fully loaded option is there. That means all the libraries available already once we install DJANGO framework here. Next, versatile. Versatile means different kind of applications we can implement using DJANGO. And it is completely open source Python based framework. And finally, vast and supported community here. DJANGO is vast and supported community. Supported community like this. This is the case. So what is rapid application development here? So rapid application development means faster rate of application development. DJANGO was designed with the intention to make a framework which takes less time to build a web application. Less time means time is not going to be takes place much more, because all the libraries will be available once the moment we install Django framework. Using those libraries, we can implement the Django application quickly. So rapid means faster rate. Application development is possible with all built-in libraries. Secure. Django takes security seriously and helps developer to avoid many common security mistakes, like such as SQL Server injection attacks. Now, cross-site request forgery, that is CSRF token is there. CSRF means cross-site request forgery. Whenever we send a request to the server, our request without forgery, it will go to server directly. That security precautions will take care by Django internally. And scalable means what? Django is scalable in nature, and it is having the ability to quickly and flexibly switch from small application to large application projects clearly. This is scalable in nature. And fully loaded means Django includes various modules, libraries automatically, which can be used to handle common web development tasks. So Django takes care for authentication and content administration, and everything will take care. Fully loaded libraries are there. So if it is fully loaded libraries means, so application development will be faster. If not loaded library means we need to implement from scratch. Obviously, if you implement from scratch, it will take a lot of time. So that's what it is fully loaded. So no need to implement application code from scratch. It's completely available built in. Now, versatile means Django is versatile in nature, which allows to build applications for different domains. Means Django means web application development, but in the web application development also different domains applications we can develop, like content management system, e-commerce website, social media networks, and scientific calculation platforms. So data visualization, okay, data statistical analysis, many type of domain applications we can build with Django. And open source means Django is open source web application framework. It is publicly available without cost. You need not to pay anyone. So to work with Django directly, you can visit official website djangoproject.com and download it and install it. The source code is freely available in the official website. So open source reduces the cost of the total application project actually. And vast and supported community means what? Django is one of the most popular web framework. It is having widely supportive community and channels to share and exchange our content to get their content with communication mediums. So these are the basic and important features. So this is completely theoretical concept which I discussed in the last session and today's session here up to here. Now we will start programming part, but before that, what we need to do, we need to arrange our Django setup. So features of Django, technical terms related to web applications. What are the popular websites which are implemented using Django Python, and Django history, and front and back end application means what? Model view template means what? Django framework introduction clear. So this is complete theoretical description which I discussed from the last session up to now. Now it's time to begin to show the installation steps. So first of all, one thing is required, sir. If you want to install Django, or if you want to create a Django project, so I said that Django, to learn Django subject, what is the prerequisite subject? Python. So make sure that you have to check clearly whether in your computer or laptop Python software is installed or not. How to check whether it is installed or not? Simply go to command prompt first. Go to command prompt, and here you can see type Python space -version. When I hit this, look at this. I have already Python in my computer 3.11.4. This is Python version. Okay. And even to check the version of Django, whether it is Django is there or not, Django -admin -version. So I have already Django also. Look at this 4.1.3 is the version. This is in system environment. I'll tell you clearly. Right now, which I installed in my system environment, Django version is what? 4.1.3. But official website of Django, you can go and check out. Look at this www.djangoproject.com. In the official website of Django, what is the versions of latest version? 4.2.4. Okay. But sir, we need to install this 4.2.4. No? Yes, I'll try to do this. So actually, this version is showing system environment. But actually, while creating Django project, you will be able to see virtual environment. In our virtual environment, we will create new version only Django 4.2.0 only. But in my system environment, 4.1.3 is there. So to check Python version, this command, Python space -- version. And to check Django version, Django -admin space -- version. So I am ready with Python and Django. Now we need to set up the Django now. So how to set up the Django means there are steps are there here. Okay. So steps to set up Django projects. Steps to set up Django project. Steps to set up the Django project. Django project. So these steps you have to follow clearly. But don't worry, apart from these steps also, we can have the facility to create the Django project shortcut way. Okay, with 3 single clicks, we can create. But you must and should aware all these steps clearly as a Django developer. Steps to set up the Django project for the first time when we work with Django, you must and should aware of these steps. So first, what I'm trying to do, just go to command prompt. Okay, so just go to command prompt. Go to command prompt. You just go to command prompt first. Command prompt. Step by step I'm writing, you can follow. And install virtual environment. Okay, so next step is what? After going to command prompt, to install virtual environment. To install virtual environment. So what command is required, to install virtual environment? pip space install space virtual env. This is the first step. Sir, what is virtual environment and why virtual environment? Virtual environment is an isolation environment. Once we create virtual environment for our Django project, and Django project purpose, it will create separate environment. In future, if you install any libraries or uninstall any libraries into your Django project, so that will affect on only your project, which is available already projects in our computer, that will not change. So that's what we need to first install virtual environment. If already installed, no need to install. Okay, so to install virtual environment, pip space install space virtual env. First step. Okay, let me check. Let's go to command prompt first. I'm just moving command prompt. Now, after moving command prompt, all of you have said. So I would like to install virtual environment. How to do? pip space install space virtual env. So pip space install space virtual env. This is the first step, sir. The moment when we press enter button, so you got the message like requirement already satisfied. So in my case, I have done many times virtual environment. So that's what it's showing clearly. So virtual environment requirement already satisfied. So in your case, if you not done so far, then it will install virtual environment clearly, not a problem. After creating virtual environment, the next step, what we need to do, we can see this next step. So just observe here, next step. After installing virtual environment. Okay. So create a new folder on desktop. Okay. So just create a new folder. So next step, what? Create a new folder with the name Django 9 p.m. Okay. So create a new folder with the name Django 9 p.m. Okay. In desktop, we need to create a new folder with the name Django 9 p.m. But if you want to move to desktop first, so what we need to do, just I'm trying to show, go to desktop. go to desktop. So how to go to desktop? CD space desktop. That's it. We have to use this. Let's go to desktop side. CD space. CD means change directory. Desktop. So I am into desktop now. Here it is. We are into desktop. Once after moving towards desktop, then we need to create a new folder with the name DJANGO 9pm. How to create a folder? Simple. So this is the command mkdir make directory. Folder name is what's up? DJANGO 9pm. This is folder name. Just it is folder name. It's not a project name. It's a folder name. So I'm creating a folder name DJANGO 9pm after reaching to desktop mkdir DJANGO 9pm. So let's go to folder creation mkdir DJANGO 9pm. So this is the folder creation mkdir DJANGO 9pm. Then hit the enter button. So folder is created. Whether it is created or not, how do you check? You just go to your desktop. So I created in desktop folder DJANGO 9pm folder is there clear. Folder is nothing is there in this folder. Just folder is created. After folder created, next step what we need to do? We have to move to the folder. Yes, how to move to the folder? So move to folder location. We just move to the folder. Okay. Then how to move to the folder? CD space DJANGO 9pm. It's my folder name. Just I'm moving towards my folder CD space DJANGO 9pm. Let's go to CD space DJANGO 9pm. I'm moving into my folder DJANGO 9pm. Okay, folder name. Yes. Now press enter. We are into DJANGO 9pm folder right now. After moving to the folder, so we need to create our virtual environment. Yes, sir. This is very important, sir. Create a virtual environment. Virtual environment. Okay. See, first step, install virtual environment, not create. Now we have to create our own virtual environment for your DJANGO project. So create a virtual environment. How to create virtual environment? There are two options are there, sir. First option you can try. Some systems, some computers, first option may not work properly. So that you can go for second option also. Both options I'm showing. Create a virtual environment. So to create virtual environment, what command is there means virtual env space. You can give any name, any environment. For example, virtual environment my env. You can give this my env. Virtual env command name. Your environment name is, you can take any name as your wish, but I'm taking my env is my virtual environment name. So virtual env space my env. So some computers it will work, but if not work, you can go for this command better. Okay, what command? So if not work, okay, virtual environment not work, this command you can see this. Python -m virtual env. Okay. So just a moment. Python space -m venv my env like this. So Python space -m venv virtual environment. This is the standard command. Don't change. Your environment you can try my env. So in some computers it might not work properly. This command. If not, you can try with this also while for creating virtual environment. So I'm going first command only, it will work in my computer, not a problem. So virtual env, my env I'm doing. So after moving towards your folder. So I'm creating my virtual environment. Look at this virtual env space my env. So virtual env space my env. So once we create virtual environment, then press enter. So virtual environment created. It will take time to create virtual environment. Let's see this. So now virtual environment created successfully. So this is virtual environment creation. You have to get this message. Look at this created virtual environment clearly here. Okay. So this virtual environment is created. Okay. But where it is created? Under your DJANGO project. Look at this DJANGO 9 AM, 9 PM project. And my env created virtual environment name is there. Some supportive files are there, libraries, site packages, everything is there here. This We'll talk about this later, no problem. Virtual environment created successfully. But after creating virtual environment successfully, we need to activate virtual environment also. How to activate virtual environment? Okay, after creating. So here, activate the virtual environment. Activate the virtual environment. Activate the virtual environment. How to activate the virtual environment? See, let's see this. I'm showing before that. You can go to virtual environment folder once. You can check my/scripts. Double click. Activate. So same command I'm following. Activate. Before that, scripts. Before that, my/script/activate. This command I am following. So to activate the virtual environment. So how to activate the virtual environment means simple. So first virtual environment name is required. What is your virtual environment? MyEnv. Okay, MyEnv/scripts/activate. Once I hit this, now you can see you got successfully activated virtual environment. You are looking this, your environment name. So this is your own environment, virtual environment name. So this is the way to activate virtual environment clearly, sir. So we successfully activated virtual environment. That indication is this one only, MyEnv activated. Once you are in your virtual environment, then now you can start installation of DJANGO. MyEnv/script/activate. This is virtual environment. After moving or activating the virtual environment, we have to install DJANGO. Okay. Now install DJANGO. Install DJANGO. To install DJANGO, what command is required? pip space install space DJANGO. That's pip space install space DJANGO. So after activating virtual environment only, we need to install DJANGO. Previously, when I checked the version 4.1.3, now we can see I am trying to install DJANGO. pip space install space DJANGO. If you want to install old version equal to 4.1.3 like this, you can give. Or else if you want to install latest version, don't mention any version. Just pip space install space DJANGO you can type. Automatically it will install what new version of DJANGO. Look at this. It's installing DJANGO. But make sure that sir, installing DJANGO purpose compulsory internet connection is required. So you can see downloading 4.2.4 latest version and it's installing now. So you can easily get this. Taking times a little bit, few minutes. After that, it will be successfully installed. Once installation is done, then we need to create the project. Look at this installation of DJANGO successfully here. Installation successfully done. Sir, after installation, can we check DJANGO version here? Yes. So here you can see if you want to check the version of DJANGO. Next step, check the DJANGO version. Now, if you want to check DJANGO version, you have to follow this command. DJANGO-admin space -version. So I'm doing same thing, sir. DJANGO-admin space -version. Previously, when I checked before this virtual environment creation, all the steps, it was 4.1.3. Now we can see DJANGO-admin -version means now, so there is a spelling mistake. You can observe carefully. DJANGO means DGA spelling wrong. I have it. You have to take care. That is DJANGO-admin. Okay. Then space -version I'm taking. Now you can see what version we got here, 4.2.4. It's the latest version only available. In which environment? MyEnv. This is your environment. Under your project folder, DJANGO 9pm folder. What version of DJANGO installed under your environment? 4.2.4. So currently, so for this batch, I am working with 4.2.4 only DJANGO versions. Okay, that is for sure. After doing this virtual environment and installing DJANGO and everything, then we need to create a DJANGO project now. Yes, sir. We need to create a DJANGO project. So create a DJANGO project. Create a DJANGO project with the name DJANGO project 9 p.m. I'm giving. So create a DJANGO project with the name DJANGO project 9 p.m. This is my project creation. How to create DJANGO project name? This is the command. DJANGO-admin start project. Project name is what? DJANGO project 9 p.m. This is the case. So DJANGO-admin start project. DJANGO project 9 p.m. is the project name. Let's see this. So I'm creating DJANGO-admin start project. Project name I'm giving DJANGO project 9 p.m. DJANGO-admin start project, DJANGO project 9 p.m. Then once I entered this, so DJANGO project 9 p.m. is created. Where it's created, do you want to check? You can go and check out in DJANGO 9 p.m. folder. It's a folder. But look at this. This is the project file, project folder. DJANGO 9 p.m. project is created. Okay, this is the project created. After project created successfully, we need to move to our project. Obviously, yes. So move to the project. Next step, what? Move to the project. Move to the project. How we can move to the project? Simply cd space DJANGO project 9 p.m. It's the way to move the project. So cd space DJANGO project 9 p.m. So make sure that spelling check cd space DJANGO project 9 p.m. Then after that, we are moving into our project location. After moving to the project, so if you want to create an application, we can also create an application. Project means multiple applications. Yes, we can include number of applications in one project. Okay, so after moving towards the project, if you want to create an application, then we need to create application like create the application with the name my app. So how to create application means this is the commands are here. To create any application in DJANGO, Python space manage.py start app, application name is my app. Let's do it here clear. So I'm creating new application. Python space manage.py start app. Okay, my app I'm taking. Python space manage.py start app my app. Then once I create this, now application also created successfully. So where it's created application, go and check out in your folder. So in this folder, your project folder and application folder. Application also created. Once you have done with project and application and everything, then next step is what you know, sir? Final step, run the server. Yes, whether your project is running successfully or not, we have to check finally. So we need to run the server. Run the server. How to run the server means simple. This is the standard command from now onwards. Python space manage.py run server. This is the final steps. So once you start server like this, Python space manage.py run server, you will be able to see here one link, sir, http://127.0.0.1. It's a IP address for your DJANGO project, and 8000 is the default port number. 8000. You can also change your port number, not a problem. So you can copy this link and go to any browser like Google Chrome or any browser and check whether it is working or not by pasting the link here and press enter. Now you can see after typing 127.0.0.1:8000 port number. So DJANGO, the installed worked successfully. Congratulations, it is showing. Okay, version is 4.2.4. So this window should come finally, sir. If you get this window, that means you have installed successfully DJANGO. Setup is completely done, sir. Okay, this is instead of this 127.0.0.1. You can also include local host clearly, no problem. Local host I'm giving. It will also work fine, sir. Local host or 127.0.0.1:8000 port number. So finally, this message you should get then you can conclude that Django installed successfully. So you have setup done. After doing setup, then what we need to do, sir? We need to open this project into proper editor. What editor? We will continue throughout my Django REST API Flask lectures means PyCharm Professional Editor. Yes. So these are the steps, sir. You may get doubt, sir. Instead of following these all steps, is there any shortcut way to create Django project? Yes, absolutely there. Where directly go to PyCharm Professional Editor. You can do 3 clicks. 3 steps are there. File menu, new project, Django project. That's it. Okay, automatically virtual environment will create. Django framework will be installed and everything will be ready. Instead of following all these steps which I follow just now through command prompt. But these steps are very, very important for every Django developer. At least one time you can try this, and next time no need to, because you need to aware. So these important steps, So through command prompt, I'm showing all the commands are required. So it's looking very typical for the first time, but it's not a big deal to handle actually. Just I will repeat it. Let's go to command prompt, install virtual environment, pip space install space virtual env. After that, just go to desktop. So cd space desktop. After moving desktop, just create one folder with the name Django 9 p.m. mkdir Django 9 p.m. folder will be created. After folder creating, usually we need to move the folder cd space Django 9 p.m. After moving into the folder, you can just create virtual environment. Virtual environment means your own environment for your Django project from now onwards. So you can type this command virtual env. You can mention your environment name, any name you can mention. If you try with this command, it will not. If it will not work, then you can try with this below command to create virtual environment. So after virtual environment creation, you can activate your virtual environment. So virtual environment name, what you have given, /script/activate. Automatically virtual environment will activate. How do you know means you have to get like this. This is virtual environment name. So if you get like this, you are under that environment now. After environment activated, so you have to install in that environment Django, pip space install space Django. And after Django installation, you want to check the version Django-admin space -version. After checking version, you can create a Django project with the name Django project 9 p.m. folder. It's my batch time I'm giving, just Django project 9 p.m. So to create project Django-admin start project Django project 9 p.m. You can move to that project because we have to enter into the project cd space Django project 9 p.m. After enter into this project, we need to create application. It is optional. Later also we can create application after loading in PyCharm also. So create the application with the name my app or any name. Python space manage.py start app, your application name. After that, you can run the server. Final step, Python space manage.py run server. Whether your setup successfully done or your server is responding your request or not, for your request or not, we can check. So these are all steps are already included in my documentation section. Once your enrollment process is over, everybody will get complete PDF, Django PDF, so that you can also do it setup clearly, not a problem. Okay, so this is about setup of Django with Python installation. Before Django, you have to check Python installation or not, Python space -version. So these steps you can follow today. And tomorrow I'll show you very shortcut way, like directly I can open PyCharm editor, professional editor. There I can show you simple 3 steps are enough, not required to go with these many steps, but at least you can practice these steps. It's important steps. Every Django developer must and should aware of this clearly. Okay. So that's all for today's session. This is the second demo of your Django, and you have still 2 or 3 demo sections. After that, you can decide you want to learn Django REST API Flask or not, you can decide it. So this is not a big deal. So everything I'll take care. So you have to follow my lectures and it's clear step by step with the videos and PDF, everything will go smooth. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me now. And those who are new to this session, I strongly recommend to watch my first session video recording in YouTube channel. DURGASOFT YouTube channel official. Fine. I hope no one has any doubt.
Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Tarun, tell me.
Sir, I'm asking for the can I use the Advenced editor instead of PyCharm?
You can also use any editor. Visual Studio
And
Code also you can use, not a problem.
then VS Code is also enough for this, because I have learned Python from with the Advenced editor without
Okay.
PyCharm.
No problem. The problem I'll tell you, when we go for this DJANGO project, Visual Studio Code and other editor, every library, whenever it is required, you have to manually install, man.
Okay, sir. Sir, can I know?
If you go for PyCharm Professional, then comfortably you can able to do the DJANGO project because all built-in libraries included already. So that is very convenient way. Even real time also, PyCharm editor can be recommended. Why the people will use, I don't know, ideally, and what we can say, Visual Studio Code. Many of the faculties, I don't know why they are going to teach with that editor actually, but I'm not sure about that.
Okay, sir. Sir, can I know your about LinkedIn account, sir?
No, I don't have any such kind of account. So no, no Facebook, no LinkedIn, no Insta, something like that. I'm just completely away from it. So I don't have any things. You
No
can
LinkedIn account.
no.
Okay, thank you.
DJANGO for web application development only, Mr. Adil. If web application development means app development is possible, why not? Okay, that's all for now. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll introduce PyCharm Professional Editor with already what we created today project. This I'm loading into PyCharm Professional Editor so that you will get clarity how we can run the application with PyCharm Professional. Yeah, web application development framework only DJANGO. That's what web application only possible to implement. Yeah. Okay, then see you tomorrow. Have a nice day.